100 billion. Not money borrowed from anybody. Our own resources. That whole housing thing you see, not a single shilling has been borrowed from anywhere. If you had asked me to go and look for 600 billion shillings to come and do housing, ningetembea na magoti in all the towns and all the cities, and I would not get it. Taenda Marekani, wende NSSF, wende ile ingine inaitwa ni IMF, wende ingine inaitwa World Bank, you will not get it. But look at what our own resources, from our own money, look at what we can do. Look at what we have done in health. Do you know how much health, how much money has been made available in health? From our own contributions in SHA, we're going to have something like 90 billion every year. From our own resources in equipment, we have mobilized, we have designed innovative, creative mechanism of delivery of equipment. We are now taking equipment to hospitals worth 200 billion shillings. Not equipment we have paid for, equipment we have structured, how they are going to deploy their own equipment, we pay them for service, and we make sure that we deliver health. So we are mobilizing close to 300 billion shillings, using our own money, using our own intellectual capacity to deploy and to provide health to our citizens. Look at what we have done in education. Look at what we have done in roads. Today, we are moving all the road contractors that had stalled back to the roads. Why? Because we used our own creativity. With these members of parliament, we securitized some of the revenues we had. We raised 175 billion. We are on the road raising another 120 billion. We will have 300 billion shillings to do roads in Kenya. Money we have not borrowed from IMF or World Bank, our own resources. Good people, I am telling you, it is possible for us to change this country in our lifetime. And I want to persuade you, and this is the reason why I called you, as intellectuals, I want to persuade you that we agree that we can change, we move Kenya from third world to first world in the next 30 years. If South Korea could do it, we can do it. If Singapore could do it, we can do it. And we have demonstrated, I have shown you that it is possible. Hii makelele tulikuwa tunapigiana hapa na maandamano, you can see the results in housing. You can see the results in education. Why are we hiring 100,000 teachers? Other administrations did not. Why are we deploying universal health coverage when it was difficult the other day? Why are we rolling out housing when it was difficult the other day? Why are we transforming our social security savings, doubling in 2 years when it was not possible the other day? I just want to persuade you, it is not about William Ruto. It is about Kenya and us and changing our country for the sake of this generation and the generations to come. Friends, marafiki, sijui kama mmenielewa. Mmenielewa? Na hii sio siasa. Forget about politics. Politics is small, maneno kidogo. We have a whole country to think about. We have the future of our nation to think about. We can stop, we be able to everybody, And I can tell you 3 things are important: leadership, education, and we must stop corruption. Kenya will change in our lifetime. And I have every intention to do my bit. I'm asking you to do yours. I'm asking you to help me. Let us work together. for us to change Kenya. Sijui kama tumeelewana, my friends. Mimi nawaomba kwa unyenyekevu. You know, and I called you here so that we can begin to discuss, to have a conversation about this Kenya. The possibilities that are available in Kenya. This is the most non-tribal gathering. You know? This is not about a political party. This is not about a political side. This is about Kenya. And shortly, we're going to, I want us to have this conversation as a country. This is a conversation I have had with former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. This is a conversation I have had with my friend Uhuru Kenyatta. Because we must stop partisan things, sectional, you know. It is possible for all of us to do well. Please, good people, this is why I called you. Yeah? I really wanted to have this conversation with you. To tell you, and I wanted to call this conversation, to have this conversation with you now. Because if I had this conversation with you 3 years ago, you would tell me housing is not possible. You would tell me universal coverage is not possible. You would tell me reforming NSSF is not possible. Nikasema wacha kwanza nianze na makelele na nini na maandamano, lakini ili nikiwaita, you are witnesses of what is happening. When I tell you we can transform our education sector, we can hire 100,000 teachers, musiniambie mbona wale wengine hawakufanya. Now you know it is possible, don't you? You know it's possible. Ama namna gani? Because it's been done. And that is why I have big difficulties, because we have a disconnect. Because citizens are accustomed to things not working. So that even when they work, they still want to believe they have not worked. You know? Ndio unaona hata saa hizi bado tuko na viongozi wengine wanasema watakuja ku abolish housing. Oh, tutakuja ku abolish universal. Yani ujinga. Yani you have no better plan. You don't know how to move the country forward. Unataka kuturudisha nyuma. You know? So really, Marafiki, I really wanted to talk to you. I told you, I want to talk to you as a leader, and I want to talk to you as citizens and intellectuals of the Republic of Kenya. That is the conversation I want us to have. We are going to move this conversation forward. We will not believe the naysayers. You know, there are many people who are negative. They never see anything. Oh, tumesikia hiyo. Oh, hiyo ni uongo. Oh, hiyo nini. You know, those things. But you see, we can change this country. And I have great faith that we can do it together. Tunaelewana? As the lawyers say, I rest my case. Nimemaliza. Sawa sawa ndugu zangu. Asanteni sana, tuketi. Now, let me come to si nilikuwa na lesson plan.